Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 29 of my Super Danganronpa Another 2 Let's Play. Last episode, while doing some exploring with Yoriko in the virtual world and getting clues of the truth behind Mikado's grand plan, we were taken out of the world by the Kisaragi Foundation, including Kinjo and Rei. And it turns out that Sora, she's dead, but not dead. Her body is just basically almost like mummified a little bit. And we kind of exist, but don't exist. It's a little confusing, but the takeaway from the last episode is that Mikado has taken over the facility of the Kisaragi Foundation and said that in order to release everybody, Kinjo and Rei are going to have to go into the program and help out with the final trial. So I thought that we were going to be getting into the trial before, but now we're doing some more exploring for clues. So this is our final investigation. I don't know how long it's going to be. It might be a shorter episode because investigations don't always take a lot of time. So we'll just have to see about that. But yeah, let's get into the investigating, and we will be doing the class trials soon enough. So let's get back into it. It's weird being back here again. It's been so long. Oh, shit. Oh, Nikkei. What? What's this? A Nikkei doll. Someone definitely has a horrid sense of humor. Hello, nice to meet you all. Ah! It talked. I am trash. Please use me as a punching bag. Oh, what's with this horrid doll? Looks like Mikado made it. Hit me, hit me. You are so noisy. Just shut up. Are you really hitting him? That's exactly what it wants. It's not because it told me to, it's just because it looks like Nikkei. The great Mikado Sonoji lost his parents when he was just a baby. He spent his life in an orphanage. What? He suddenly started talking. Nobody knew where his parents went. The great Mikado didn't know if they had died or just simply abandoned him. The only things he was sure of was he has no parents and he was growing up in an orphanage. What's this? Mikado's backstory? I don't want to hear or know about that monster's past. And why is Nikkei narrating it? We should listen. We might learn something important. The great Mikado, who grew up in an orphanage, was disinterested in life itself. The nursery teachers took care of all the children with care, but the great Mikado lived his day-to-day life without purpose. He had no dreams, no aspirations. Until one day, in late fall, when the cool breeze began to hit, somebody left a burning cigarette which began to blow towards the orphanage. It began to go up in flames and spread to the entirety of the orphanage, which was made entirely of wood. Due to the dry surroundings, climate, and nearby mountains, the fire quickly covered the entire orphanage. Many people were burnt to death. When some of the survivors cried out for help, desperate to live, the great Mikado did nothing. Although he was young, he lacked emotions. He had no intention of fighting to survive, or even the urge to. It was then that Mikado encountered that person. That person. It must be referring to Master Utsuro. Without even revealing his name, he approached the orphanage. Then suddenly, heavy rain began to fall. The fierce fire was quickly extinguished. Everybody was in awe of the miracle that had just happened before them. They rejoiced in happiness, except for all the people that died before he got to them. It was only the great Mikado who noticed that person. He could feel it. That person saved their lives. Mikado felt an intense rush of emotion that he had never felt before in his whole life for a person who looked no older than he was. But then he suddenly disappeared, as if nothing had ever happened. No matter how much Mikado looked, he couldn't find that person. Ever since that day, the great Mikado had a purpose and a will for his life. He wanted to meet the person who saved his life again, even if it was for just a second. It wasn't to say thank you. It wasn't even related to that incident. The great Mikado was only interested in the existence of the person himself. He didn't know why, but he felt a strong desire to meet that person again. Some time had passed, and he still had no clue of the whereabouts of that person, which was expected since he didn't even know his name. That's when the great Mikado decided something. The same situation happened at the orphanage. Oh, a second time. Would he appear before him again? So what? Mikado burned down the orphanage again just in hopes of meeting Utsuro? Mikado had made his decision. He decided to carry out his plan on a dry and windy day just as it had been last time. The great Mikado sprayed the prepared gasoline all over the orphanage, causing a fire once more. I guess that just, was a... What's the word I'm thinking of? Like a taste of things to come with him, basically throwing innocent people in danger just so he could meet Utsuro. What? You heard that, right? Did he just say Mikado set it on fire? So he's been this sociopathic since he was a child. He really is insane. What the hell is he? Even though it's horrible, we should listen to the end. We might learn more. It did not happen a second time. Due to the gasoline, the fire was more vigorous than the last time. As a countermeasure against future fires, the orphanage removed the wood and rebuilt the building using new material. But it didn't matter. Even if it rained, it wouldn't be enough to put the fire out. The inside of the building was filled with the screams of despair. Mikado's heart was rejoiced with happiness. Are you coming? I'm sure you will. This time you'll perform to us all a far greater miracle. As the fire grew stronger, Mikado's expectations did as well. However, no matter how much time passed, the fire didn't go out. Only then Mikado realized that something was wrong. In the previous fire, he wasn't afraid of dying because he simply had no reason to live. But this time was different. The great Mikado had a purpose in life this time. The reason he implemented this plan. Realizing that, Mikado was trapped in an invisible fear. I don't want to die. I can't die until I see them again. It was at that moment his whole body was engulfed in flames. That's enough. A pretty cool entrance. Infinity Unlimited Flame. What? The Nikkei-inspired doll never got to finish its story. It was interrupted by a sudden Mikado who had appeared and destroyed the Nikkei doll instantly. The weird Nikkei doll was shattered in a bizarre way. It's a shame to hear the story of your past again. I didn't mean to scare you all. Sorry. What did you just do? Is that the end of the story? Why did you destroy the doll? There was more behind the story, but I was too embarrassed to continue when I was programming it. The Nikkei doll was only made to be destroyed from the beginning anyway. It's a good stress relief. You're insane. Completely insane. I knew it from the first day I met you. You set yourself on fire for an idiotic reason like that? You're fucking crazy. I admit it wasn't the smartest move. However, I was still young at the time. I wish you had burned to death. Is that supposed to be a clue or what? Just the right amount of crazy for you. Well, I'll tell you the rest of the story myself. It will help save a lot of time. In the second fire, what happened to you? Can't you see for yourself? I'm alive. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't, don't you think? Did you end up meeting him, Utsuro? How did you survive the fire? It was a fascinating sight. The flames suddenly extinguished. What do you mean suddenly? That I do not know. What? Don't you know? Gasoline fire can be extinguished using ordinary fire. That's common knowledge. On the other hand, adding water would only make it stronger. During the first fire, there was rain. Of course, it didn't make sense since there was no forecast for it. The second fire was made using gasoline, so rain would be impossible to put it out this time. That's why I was looking forward to it. I wanted to see how they would put out the fire when you can't use rain. It seemed impossible, but the result far exceeded my expectations. The fire suddenly went out, quite literally. No signs of anything, no scientific basis. It's ridiculous. Fire never goes out that suddenly. Something must have happened. But it's true. The fire went out for seemingly no reason. Sora, surely you understand. The irrational phenomenon that is the power of divine luck. Are you trying to emphasize with me? Regardless, I was saved by him twice. I'm unsure as to why Master Utsuro went to the same place twice, but perhaps my willpower was so powerful that I miraculously reached him somehow. Don't talk such shit. Like the last time, Master Utsuro quietly disappeared. After experiencing that ridiculous power, I decided something that day. My life is dedicated to Master Utsuro. So, you've been following Utsuro since you were a child. He is one who leaves no traces behind. Thanks to that, it was extremely difficult to track him down. I even learned how to hack with the hopes of finding him in the near future. You're a hacker? What's the easiest and quickest way to collect information? Using networking, correct? I learned about computing to find the whereabouts of Master Utsuro and desperately collected information about him. Did you find him? No matter how hard I searched the databases, even checked all the CCTV footage, he was always one step ahead, and I was always one step behind. And if I somehow found Master Utsuro's whereabouts, he was already gone by the time I got there. And the time I got the final information in my hands, he just disappeared, like he vanished from the world. Isn't life unfair? I gave everything I had to meet him. I even gave my life. Everything I'd done up until then disappeared like nothing had ever happened. Truly unforgivable. So that's when you came up with this plan, to revive Master Utsuro. Correct. That's why you're all going through the so-called killing school trip. Of course, I tried various different plans even before this one. However, they all ended up in failure due to that damn Kisaragi Foundation. It doesn't matter now anyway. The past is the past after all. All you need to discuss is the current plan. Are you aware just how many innocent people were harmed because of your selfish devotion to Master Utsuro? You really only think about yourself, don't you? Aren't you the— I was about to say, I'm like Sora. Or Akane. You are no better. Aren't you the same, my dear Sora? What? Tuh, what a hypocrite. You're exactly the same as me. You gave away your life to Master Utsuro. You don't even get your hands dirty yourself if it means you can be with him. Huh? Shut up. You and I are not. No, Sora, we are essentially the same. Don't try to deny it. I know you already know it to be true. Now what's left to say? I've explained why the killing school field trip took place, and I've explained how I'm trying to revive Master Utsuro using this method. You've probably heard all this from Monocrow, so you should just wait to see for yourself. Shut up. If you have nothing to say, go away. Wow, both of you are on edge. I'll take my leave. I don't want to feel any more guilt for interrupting your investigation. I'll disappear as requested. Call me if you need help. It's that idiot's fault. I just can't control my anger. No, that's not why. Sora, calm down. Mikado's just trying to mess with you to interrupt our investigation. His words are nothing more than a desperate attempt to distract us from the truth. Yeah, you're right. In the end, the only thing we discovered was that amazing tale about Utsuro. What a waste of time. Yuriko's right. We didn't learn much. However, thanks to this, we were able to understand a bit of Mikado's past. Mikado was saved twice by Master Utsuro. And the degree of the disappearance matches the total amount of divine luck they received. So are you saying the Voids received a lot of protection, meaning it's disappearing more slowly? That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you. As Iroha said, the amount of protection everyone received was different because of divine luck. If Mikado was saved twice, then he might be stronger than any one of us. I don't know if that information is important, but I'll write it down anyway. Sora, check this computer out. Was this computer always at the infirmary? No, not that I remember. It also doesn't have a power cord, but the screen is turned on. I guess this is another of the quirks of the virtual world. Having a computer out in the open like this? Yeah, it's gotta be something Mikado prepared. Let's take a look. The computer was turned on, seemingly working properly even without a power cord. There were only a few files placed on the desktop. Records. These are just documents. Yuriko double-clicked one of the files to open it, and... Oh, that's Chihiro, right? Alter ego, yeah. A detailed report on an alter ego? An alter ego. Isn't that what Monocrow mentioned a while ago? Artificial intelligence is not human. As an AI, I have no feelings of guilt. The only person who committed a crime is Mikado. However, distinguishing the good and the bad. There's no function for that. I'm helping you now because I realized my original role, because that is what my algorithm says to do. An artificial person that acts on its own emotion and ignores algorithms, well, that would be called an alter ego. You do not need to sympathize with me or worry about me. You only have to use me, because all I am is a tool to help humans. I've heard of it before. Alter ego, another me. The next stage of AI, a program that infinitely grows through learning and eventually becomes a person. Wait, the AI grows? Have you heard of deep learning? I know it's an AI learning technique. Deep learning uses machine learning algorithms whereby an AI learns on its own. Most AI grows through deep learning and develops its own logic. The concept of alter ego is a more advanced concept than that. It's about simulating the human brain? I'm guessing it's supposed to be brain in the digital world. As the name itself implies, it can also be called another self. I also heard some people from Hope's Peak were involved in its initial creation. Alter ego. I'm not really sure how it works, but the fact it's here must mean it's somehow important, right? I guess so. I don't know any more than that, so we should read on. Alter Ego is an artificial intelligence program developed by Chihiro Fujisaki, the ultimate programmer at Hope's Peak Academy. Unlike other commonplace AI, Alter Ego learns and adapts over time through dialogue interactions with humans. As it's a program, it's possible to develop a personality based on the direction the developer intends. But it's impossible to do anything about external influences. See Appendix 3. The Alter Ego, which has evolved to its limit, truly becomes a person itself, but its character and origin have a basis. It's a clone of a person from the developer. I know it's not saying much, but artificial intelligence itself is a high-level technology. However, the Alter Ego is on... It's something only an ultimate student could do. The ultimate programmer, wasn't it? There's still more. Let's read on. The technology was thwarted before it ever got a chance to release, thanks to the closure of Hope's Peak Academy due to the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. See Appendix 7. The Alter Ego has been consistently improving with the efforts of various ultimate students, thus creating multiple different versions. These alter egos also follow the pattern of the developer's personality. This is because the developer's own brain is easier to understand than somebody else's. However, this is not all. It's believed the true meaning of alter ego is to create the character of another person. In other words, create a new personality that doesn't currently exist in the world. Without this restriction, there may also be a way to recreate a personality of a deceased person. If this were to happen, humanity would no longer be subject to death. Furthermore, it may be possible to become an alter ego and leave your body behind. You could gain an eternal life where aging and death no longer exists. Gaining immortality with the power of technology. So I'm guessing it's going to have to do something with Utsuro, is maybe Mikado is going to want to create an alter ego of Utsuro. See Appendix 11. That's all we can read from the file. After that, it was just full of unfamiliar computer lingo and jargon that was out of our limit of understanding, so we stopped reading. So, what do you think, Sora? Huh? I didn't understand much, but according to that report, it's possible to resurrect someone using an alter ego. That can't be true. It is, and that's what Mikado is doing. He's trying to resurrect Utsuro, who's already dead, and turn him into an alter ego. That's why he said that in the room before, about computers. Wait, Yuriko, I have some questions about that logic. If you're right, Yuriko, why would he need to perform something like a killing game? Wouldn't it be enough to create an alter ego in his image? About that. Also, as the report said, the creator of the alter ego is the ultimate programmer, isn't it? Other enhanced alter egos have also been said to be created by ultimates. Mikado isn't an ultimate student, so do you think just anyone who knows about computers could make an alter ego? Even artificial intelligence is a high-level technology. Could Mikado really do something as complicated as that? That is really strange. Also, Void's target isn't Master Utsuro. It's Master Utsuro's divine luck they're after. Oh. However, when I heard about Mikado's past, it seems he was more after Master Utsuro himself rather than his luck. But isn't that the same as the others? They needed divine luck. That's why they stayed with Mikado. If you simply resurrect Master Utsuro as an alter ego, his divine luck wouldn't return. If true, the alter ego would be 100% the same as Master Utsuro, but lacks the divine luck. So it kinda makes sense. If so, what is this report about? I don't think anything we know so far uses alter ego technology. Yuriko, there's still a file that we haven't read. Let's talk more about it when we're done. The second file was a transcript of messages that somebody sent and received as texts. Who were these two people talking in the conversation? I could tell from the first paragraph when I saw a familiar name, but it's... Kokoro. About the alter ego I asked you about the other... Okay, I guess it was supposed to be the other day. I was able to steal the core code, but there were multiple security keys mixed in. It's difficult to do, but I might be able to use some tricks to get it formed correctly. Submit it anyway. I'm working on the artificial neural network model now, so you can combine the scarcity later. The problem is the supercom. I'm thinking of switching to a newer model. Then the cost will go up. You don't have to overdo it, but as the number of operations to process increases, the demand specifications will increase as well. No, you're the developer, so if you have a request, I must fulfill it. What the hell is this? Kokoro. Do you think it's the one we know? The ultimate psychologist, Kokoro Mitsume, but that was only due to the manipulation of our memory. Anyway, the only person we know by the name of Kokoro is Kokoro Mitsume. She was only with us for a short while, but she really helped during the class trials, and to uncover the voids. Kokoro. Why is Kokoro talking so calmly to Mikado? What happened? Kokoro was just a victim. I've got it. There must be someone else called Kokoro. But it's not that common of a name. It's gotta be fake, but looking at all this, Kokoro and Mikado working together? That's what it looks like. Kokoro is the developer. She might have been a victim as well as that, though. Maybe she was central to Void's plan. But it fits perfectly. If it's true, then that explains how Mikado, an ordinary person, could make an alter ego. So Mikado was the client, and Kokoro did the actual programming. After reading that profile, wow, Kokoro really was a genius. Remembering the last thing it said on Kokoro's capsule back then, it said she disappeared from her academy, and it said she studied AI technology and brain science in recent years. Kokoro, she was on Mikado's side? But Kokoro also had an avatar, and her memories were erased. Then she was put into a killing game like us. There's only one thing I can think of. She was betrayed by Mikado. Mikado betrayed Kokoro? It's not surprising, to be honest. He used and betrayed all of the voids after all. Anyway, even if Kokoro made an alter ego, where did it go, and what did they use it for? In the end, I still don't see the connection between the power of divine luck and the alter ego. That just adds to our questions. I'm surprised, though. Kokoro was our enemy after all. Our enemy that's already dead. If you look at the messages, they're talking about the price of something. Maybe it wasn't just a simple friendship? Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, no matter what kind of person Kokoro was in the past, she's someone who no longer exists. The only thing she left behind was an unsolved mystery. Alter ego and Kokoro and Mikado's connection. I wonder what happened. Oh, Ray! Hi! Oh, here you both are. It's you, Ray Makaru. Yoriko Kabuya, was it? And Akane Taira. I need a minute of your time. What? This suddenly? Are you alone? Where's Tsurugi? I'm acting alone for now. I can't speak to you if he's around. You want to talk with us? There are things I wish to ask you both. I suppose you both have things to ask me, too. That's surprising. I thought that you would just ignore us like that Kinjo guy. He's complicated. Follow me, please. This is a good enough place. Nobody should intrude here. So, what do you want to talk about? I'd like to apologize to you first, Yoriko. Due to the immature response of the Foundation Director, I'm very sorry that you had to see that side of him. You're apologizing? Yeah, I wanted to ask earlier, but where the hell was that Kisaragi Foundation? Why didn't they come earlier? I survived by dumb luck. If you'd come earlier, more people would have been alive. I'm sorry. What the hell happened? The minute I escaped out of this virtual world, they started arresting me. Yoriko, calm down. Of course, it's true I broke the law when I was a minor, but even so, I'm also unhappy with that as well. It's the current state of the Kisaragi Foundation. I was trying to make steps to improving it in a good way, but that guy is so damn stubborn. Let me guess, Tsurugi? Ironically, this time, he's been a real headache. I only just heard an explanation of what happened this time. Headache? What happened? I thought he was your partner. Colleagues, I'd call us, but I don't know what's going on in that head of his. Ray, could you explain it to us too? How the Kisaragi Foundation was involved in all this mess? Akane Taira, there's a lot of things I want to say to you, but we don't have time for that right now, you know? So, I won't drag this out. I got on the ship just to put an end to our Mikado Sonoji mission. There's nothing personal about it, just a job. That's all. Ray, I'm fine with that too. It's enough for me. Thank you. First, Akane Taira, I'm not sure if Yoriko knows much about the situation, but I know some things. Something about a person called Utsuro and Divine Luck. Knowing that will help a great deal. The history between the Kisaragi Foundation and Mikado Sonoji dates back years. Yuriko, are you aware the Kisaragi Foundation was founded by the 3 surviving students from the 79th class at Hope's Peak Academy? Yeah, Teruya told us. Oh, that's right. Teruya. Yeah, him. Ray, are you okay? It's nothing. Anyways, at the time, the tragedy was in full swing, and our goal was to put an end to it. After the tragedy ended to some extent, the Foundation met with Mikado Sonoji. One day, there was a report on the backup data of the alter ego Kisaragi our team kept saved. It was read without our authorization. It was a first-class confidential file within the Foundation, so the security was very tight. I don't know how he got in the first place. I immediately tracked down and found the identity of the culprit behind it, Mikado Sonoji, an ordinary person without much special information about him. Wait, alter ego Kisaragi? That's Akane Taira, do you remember? No, but alter ego Kisaragi sank next to the research center and disappeared. Do you know where the main building of the Kisaragi Foundation is currently located? At the first Kisaragi Research Center, the building that was remodeled with the permission of the surviving Foundation members. We didn't find out until much later, but each Kisaragi Research Center shares a database. Data from the third Kisaragi Research Center, which was turned into Hope's Peak, was stored in the other research centers. Still, the backup file of Alter Ego Kisaragi was a read-only file, so we couldn't do anything with it. What are you on about? I barely understood half the words you just said. You may have heard this from Teruya, but our class, the 79th class, was involved in a killing game just like you. The place that became the stage for it was the third Kisaragi Research Center, owned by the original Foundation. The Kisaragi Foundation? Yeah, now that you mention it, I think I heard about it somewhere. The Kisaragi Foundation was the predecessor of the Kisaragi Agency, right? Correct. Even with a backup, the third research center was completely destroyed, so 100% restoration was not possible. So you're saying Mikado stole the rest of the data? Yes, I don't know when or how he got in and stole the data, but it happened. Mikado Sonoji surely realized something at that moment. Something. The backup data from Alter Ego Kisaragi recorded how we escaped from the third research center when it was collapsing. And he found out about the death of Utsuro and Akane Taira. What? Are you aware the purpose of Mikado Sonoji is the resurrection of Utsuro? More or less. Obviously, then Mikado realized Utsuro was dead. That guy is obsessed with Utsuro and has been chasing him since he was a child. Akane Taira. It's in a way that makes your obsession look cute in comparison. Since then, we've been interfering with all of his plans from behind the scenes. He was trying to start a killing game by capturing all the relatives of the 79th class. And that was the precedent for us. I have a question. Didn't you say Mikado was just an ordinary guy? I don't think just an ordinary person like that could have been avoiding the Foundation for that many years. It didn't make sense to us either. At first, there was quite a few times where we almost caught him. But it got to the point where it was almost impossible to track him. Really? Wasn't it because the information power of the Kisaragi Foundation was lagging behind as always? I understand your frustration, Yuriko. You blame the Foundation for our incompetence. However, the intelligence of the Kisaragi Foundation is superior to any other organization at the moment. I'm the leader of the Information Analysis Division of the Foundation. Then why? Please, look at this picture. Akane, you too. Ray took a photo out of her pocket and showed it to us. It was a shocking and unimaginable image. Oh. What? What? This is... On the photo, it showed a man who looked to have died in immense pain. The man was looking up to the sky with wide eyes as if he was shocked. It's the first time that I've seen this guy before. Wait, is it? At first glance, I've never seen this guy before, but when I looked closer, he looked more familiar to me. This guy is... This picture I recently received from Tsurugi. It's the corpse of Mikado Sonoji. What? That doesn't make sense. Mikado? That's Mikado? Ray, does this mean that Mikado Sonoji's already dead? Wait, that's impossible. So who is this imposter going around forcing us to kill each other? I didn't know anything about this until Tsurugi just explained it to me. He was hiding this important fact. He was hiding it. Ray, what happened? You see, Mikado Sonoji died a long time ago, in the real world. In the real world? Listen carefully. Everything I'm saying might be hard to believe right now, but the Mikado we're facing right now isn't human. Is he an alter ego? If he's not human, then what is he? Do you know what an alter ego is? If you're not a Hope Speak Academy student, you probably wouldn't know about it. Yuriko, is that the information we read on the computer? Mikado Sonoji left clues about that. Then this will be a lot easier to explain. The real Mikado Sonoji made his own alter ego, and was killed by his own alter ego. Oh. Didn't see that coming, huh? Akane Taira, you've seen Junko Enoshima and Kisaraki's alter ego, so you should know. An alter ego is an artificial intelligence that is sophisticated enough to be called a person itself. But I've never seen an alter ego like this. In the end, this alter ego betrayed its creator by killing them. Wait, what? You're saying that the real Mikado is dead, and the Mikado we know is just an AI? It's such a sudden thing to learn that I find it hard to believe. I felt the same way, Yuriko. Tsurugi was aware of this for a long time, but he didn't inform me or anyone else at the Foundation about this. However, this would explain why the Foundation was unable to track down Mikado for a long time. Because he isn't real, right? An alter ego is a computer program. Its analysis speed is much faster than that of a human. Due to the nature of an alter ego, where it grows indefinitely as it learns, its performance would have certainly improved since its creation. It's just as you say, Akane Taira. Our intelligence team basically collects information using the computer networks. The computer itself is the home of an alter ego, meaning that no matter how much we try to track it, we couldn't, as it was connected to a network, constantly. Even though he's an alter ego, his purpose is still the same as the real Mikado Sonoji. I don't know if it's possible to connect the memories between the real Mikado and the fake one. But I know for certain that they have the same goal, the resurrection of Utsuro. Wait, something is off here. Yuriko. Of course, I don't know as much as you do about alter egos, but how can a virtual creation kill a human? And it's impossible to track, so how does Tsurugi know all this? That's where the collaborator comes in. The collaborator? So that's... Oh, Syobai. I was gonna say Kokoro, but don't you both know him? Syobai Hashimoto. This guy is Mikado's collaborator. Alter ego Mikado's collaborator, and the killer of the real Mikado Sonoji. Oh, what? Syobai killed Mikado? But Monocrow said Syobai was hired by Mikado. Doesn't that mean he killed his employer? Did Syobai not get enough out of the deal? That information is slightly correct. Yes, Syobai was hired by Mikado, but Syobai Hashimoto was not hired by the human Mikado, but by the alter ego Mikado Sonoji. An alter ego hired Syobai? I only found out about him today. I didn't even know what I was doing until I found it out. Syobai Hashimoto is a world-class broker who would do anything for money. It was Syobai Hashimoto who helped alter ego Mikado Sonoji since he didn't have a physical body. So alter ego asked Syobai to kill himself? Well, his real self? Wait, but Syobai was a victim of the killing game just like us. That was also part of his contract. I don't know if it was just to complete the number of people or if it was always a part of the plan, but Syobai wasn't going to die in the killing game, and he would regain his memories at some point. But Mikado betrayed even his companions, the Void members, so why would he guarantee that Syobai would survive? He needed to live to complete the mission. At the end of the plan, he would regain his memories and exit the virtual world through his administrator powers. He would defend the exterior from harm until the plan was complete. So that's why Syobai vanished back then. As soon as I saw that scar of yours, my business here was done. All that's left is to decide. To decide? Wait, where are you going? Let me go before you leave. Your friends will be arriving soon to do that for me, don't you worry. Though, I ended up unintentionally helping you again. So it seems like I don't know, maybe we're gonna be facing off against Syobai too in the trial? Is he gonna try and help us out? Like, would he get anything out of helping us win the trial? I guess I gotta do what I was paid for. Because that would be really bad if we were up against Syobai and Mikado in the final trial. Huh? What? Syobai? Syobai, where'd you go? So that's what he meant. Hey, wait, if Syobai disconnected from the virtual world to defend the outside from intruders, after he disappeared, what did he... The virtual world rebooted and forcefully closed, and you were temporarily booted out. That is what Syobai did. So the guy who went to defend the virtual world ended up shutting it down? That was due to Tsurugi Kinjo's intervention. And oh, in other words, Syobai was a double agent. A double agent? Yes. Syobai Hashimoto was also hired by Tsurugi Kinjo. What? Then he was hired by Tsurugi and Mikado at the same time? It'd be right to say that Tsurugi offered something far greater than what Mikado offered. How do I know all this? Because Tsurugi literally just told me. Syobai was a double agent working for the Kisaragi Foundation. He was a spy that gave information to Tsurugi. That's why he didn't tell anyone in the Foundation, including me, that they were working together behind the scenes. Were they working together for a long time? Also, about what you heard from Tsurugi. Then what about him? Did Teruya know? No, this is why I can't forgive Tsurugi Kinjo. Teruya and I were used as bait, to prevent Mikado from realizing that Syobai was a double agent. Teruya was killed because of Tsurugi. It's all that bastard's fault. Rei bit her lower lip. Really, if everything we heard was true, I would never have known Syobai was a double agent. But... So if he's a double agent then he should be helping us during the trial, right? Because of that, Teruya and Rei were used as disposable tools. They're not just disposable tools. The same goes for all the people who died in this killing game. There must have been another way. In the end, there were too many sacrifices. This wasn't the only way, was it? That's all Tsurugi told me. I wanted to tear him apart and kill him on the spot. It took everything I had to stop myself. Why? Why are you telling us all this? Honestly, the more I listen to what you're saying, the worse the situation becomes, and the more my motivation dwindles. Hearing all this just makes me think, what can we even do? I told you both because you need to know, and because I need to repay my debt to you. Debt? My debt to you is paid off, Akane Taira. Rei, in that moment... Don't be mistaken. I don't even think you saved my life. I didn't even ask for your help. Do you remember? There are no personal feelings in all of this. Our relationship is strictly for the mission. But still. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you're just a ghost in a virtual world. As long as it's Akane Taira in front of my eyes, I'll still have distaste towards you. That's all. Furthermore, I heard Tsurugi made a perfect plan with Syobai to strike from behind. We now realize it's impossible to get rid of Mikado using that method. And as a result, he's alive again. This is why we must exclude personal feelings just like Mikado Sonoji does. I think differently from Tsurugi, Akane Taira. I think it's safe to say we're fighting against him together now. It's the same for you, Yoriko. The more power we have, the better. You shouldn't be demoralized because of this. Fighting together, of course I agree we should do that. And I'm grateful you think that, but what about your partner? Will he agree to this? If he's not with us, he'll work alone. I don't know why Mikado Sonoji called us all to the virtual world together. Tsurugi's plan has already failed. It's better to dismiss the idea we can easily win. That's all, so if there's anything else I can do for you both, please let me know. I'll help the best I can. I've told you everything I know. If you have any more questions, ask now. I can't stay here much longer. There's still a lot of things to worry about. However, Rei is still acting calm about it all. I think it was for the best to hear what she had to say. Hey, Rei? What is it, Yoriko? I have a lot of questions, so can I ask you something? Ever since Sora told me you were alive, I've been thinking about something. How did you survive? We saw you get burnt to a crisp by Mikado. Death in the virtual world means death in the real world, according to what Monocrow said. Knowing that, how did you... The Neo World program is something very innovative, but equally as dangerous as it connects directly to your brain. It is indeed as you said. If you die in the virtual world, you will die in the real one too. But as you can see, I'm not dead. What? But... The Neo World program has a feature called Forced Shutdown. If something unexpected happens within the program, you can use the Forced Shutdown feature. However, to do that, a lot's required. Also, since it's an abnormal shutdown path, there are many side effects. So, you used that moment right before we were executed as well? No, that was a forced shutdown from the outside. What I'm talking about is a forced shutdown from within. After Mikado woke up again, there wasn't any other way to shut down the program from the outside. I made some sort of insurance by editing the forced shutdown code. Some insurance? Only people with administrator permissions could enter manually, but Teruya and I were denied entrance, so I had to find another method to break the lock. In the process of doing it, I obtained an emergency escape code as a byproduct. An emergency escape code? It's a code used in emergency situations. With this, you can use it to exit the virtual world instantly. Right before my body caught fire, I used it to escape to the real world. What was left after that was my lifeless avatar. The ash body you saw after was just an empty time left behind. So that's why you're still alive. Wait, if something like that existed, couldn't you have just saved us all first? The Kisaragi Foundation is supposed to protect civilians. If you already knew it was a virtual world, you should have pulled us out right then and there. Easier said than done. The code used was sloppy, makeshift code we came up with just as insurance, as a backup plan. Also, the code was made for one use only, meaning it would be almost impossible to use for anybody but me. If it were possible, I would have done it right from the start. At that time, Teruya and I had no prior information from Tsurugi about what was going on. We didn't even know Mikado Sonochi there was alter ego. It was unexpected that he had that much power. Also, didn't know anything about the next generation symbols of hope being kidnapped, and that their avatars were still from their high school days. But my actions weren't enough. I apologize. It's okay. It's already happened at this point. But why didn't Teruya leave with you? You entered together, after all. I originally thought if something unexpected happens to use the emergency escape. After I got back to the real world myself, I'd pull Teruya out right away. I didn't know I could do it within the virtual world, so I took action and cut the power from the outside. But wasn't that impossible? Yes, of course, the reason we got in so easily was because Mikado Sonochi let us invade the virtual world. After I left, he immediately strengthened the security. Since he's an alter ego, it should have been simple for him. But there was a much bigger problem than that. And what was that? You remember, right, Yuriko? You were told when you asked why the Foundation arrived so late. We weren't too late. It's just the flow of time in the virtual world and the real world are completely different. The flow of time is different. What the hell? It was today that Teruya and I connected to the virtual world. Not a day has passed since then. What? No way. It's been at least a month since the killing game started. Time delay. Have you ever heard of the twin paradox? Although it's a slightly different concept to this. It might be difficult for you to understand, but just consider it as the Urashima effect. Do you know the story of Urashima Taro? The time experience in the virtual world was faster than reality. Yes, I tried to take action as soon as possible, but actually, in the blink of an eye, it had already been several days in the virtual world. So, no, it's not an excuse. Even if there wasn't a time flow difference, it would not have been possible to breach through alter ego Mikado's security. I thought it was too easy. If I'd just known Mikado's identity from the beginning, this wouldn't have... No, I'm just making more excuses. I'm so goddamn pathetic. Ray. Tsurugi Kincho, he's the leader of the Foundation. Because of him, all of this happened. Why didn't he just give you the right information from the start? Why? Why didn't Tsurugi tell anybody such crucial information? Even if it was to hide Syobai's infiltration, Ray and Teruya were his partners, and to some extent, his friends. Did he not trust you both? He's that kind of guy, you know? He's been like this ever since our encounter with Utsuro. In addition to the extra manpower of the Foundation, his desperation kept getting worse. Teruya tried to follow Tsurugi to the end, but I really can't do it anymore. That's why I'm acting alone. I'll solve this my way. So, what now? Do you have a plan, Ray? We can't change anything by just thinking about it. As soon as Mikado Sonochi was revived, the Foundation was defeated. In here, we're in the same situation as you. Tsurugi doesn't seem to accept that. Mikado invited us to go back to the virtual world. That means he still needs something from us. First of all, I think it should be our main priority to investigate the clues he left for us and discover what they meant. In the end, nothing has changed. We have no choice but to continue investigating. Do you have any more questions? I think that's everything. You've done enough. After everything that's happened, the future is really important right now. So, may I ask you a question? Hello, Akane Taira. Do you need something? No, we've known each other for a long time. You just feel different from the one I knew back then. Do you prefer this look, or is it just due to your memory loss? I can't help it. My appearance is just because of my avatar. No, that's not what I was asking. Are you the real Akane Taira? What? You're bringing that up again? Ray, to answer that, I want to know something in return. Do you know anything about the death of my body in the real world? Strictly speaking, you're alive. It's just your brain that's dead, and you can't wake up. Basically, you're half dead. It was Tsurugi who discovered your body. They only told me because he was at the scene. Does that answer your question? Ray, am I an alter ego of Akane Taira? What? Sora, what on earth are you talking about? You said the real Mikado died a long time ago. and that the real Mikado is just his alter ego. It feels like I remember him saying something weird. No, Sora, we're essentially the same. Don't try to deny it. You already know it to be true. I thought he was talking more about, like, the fact that we were both, like, Master Utsuro's puppets, essentially, and, like, followers, dead in the real world and alive as an alter ego in the virtual world. Do you mean you two are the same in that regard? That's wrong. Sora's alive. She's just unconscious. Cope. Oh, I love that Yuriko has so much faith. She doesn't want to believe it to be true. That's incorrect. Yours and Mikado's situations are different. Even if you're both only alive in the virtual world, you are certainly using a connector to come here. Okay, in other words, even if you are brain dead, there's still a connection going through between your machine and the nerves. An alter ego doesn't need such a medium. When I spoke to Ray in the Tower of Babel and heard the name Akane Taira, I remembered everything. When I got my memories back, I thought for certain I was Akane Taira. I had no doubts, but since then, something weird's been happening. I'm not really sure about my memories of being Akane Taira. Are you saying you don't have her memories? But then how do you remember details about me? No, I definitely have some memories, but how do I explain this? It's like it's a memory I haven't actually experienced myself. It's almost like the memories were implanted into me. It just feels like an emotionless memory. I feel like it wasn't actually me. Sora. Ray, you said alter ego Mikado had the same purpose as the real Mikado, right? You're right that an alter ego can share memories with their real counterpart, but it's not the same for me. Well, it was hard to believe until I saw it with my own eyes. Wait, Sora, if you're really an alter ego, it means somebody must have made you. So that begs the question, who did it and for what purpose? And the thing is too, like, my avatar doesn't look like, I mean, as Akane Taira, we saw her, like, she looks nothing like Sora, so where did this, like, image come from of Sora with the long white hair? And she looks quite different from her. I don't know if you're an alter ego or not, but you could be something very similar to one. Although you're brain dead in reality, your conscience is in a virtual world, so it's unnatural. Tsurugi might know something. I could ask him for you if you'd like. No, I'll talk to him myself. But right now, who I am isn't important. Knowing my identity won't change what we have to do right now. Sora. Well said. Our top priority right now is to stop Mikado's plan. That's all we need to do. Thanks, Ray. Making the decision to fight together with us. It must have been difficult for you to make. I have no intention of forgiving you, Akane Taira. Of course, I know that. Well, there'll be no problems as long as you're aware of that. Yuriko, I'd be grateful if you could lend me a hand too. Well, there's not really another option. I'm sorry about being angry before. I don't hate you. It's just you didn't really leave a good first impression. I get that a lot. Anyway, I don't think Tsurugi will be happy to learn he's on the same side as Akane Taira. I'll keep collecting clues. You two should investigate as much as you can as well. Be careful if you plan to talk to Tsurugi. He's acting quite unpredictable at the moment. Alright, thank you for worrying about us. I'll see you at the trial grounds. Yeah. I think we've talked for long enough. Mikado said we don't have a time limit, so we should still have a lot more time to investigate. Sora, don't worry so much. It doesn't matter if you're an alter ego or not. I know the person that I've spent all the time with isn't fake. Everything will be fine. We should go out on a girls' night. Just the two of us after this is over. Aw. What do you think? I'm just imagining her, like, dragging along my corpse to go out. Sora, you, Ray, and Teruya are older than the others, right? It'd be kind of awkward if I was asking an underage person to go out drinking with me. Huh, you don't have to worry about that, Yuriko. It sounds like a great idea. I wasn't worried about you or anything. Don't assume things. Yuriko, why are you being, like, such a tsundere? Like, we're past this point. Why are you still like this? I'm just wondering if you're a lightweight. I wasn't the fake ultimate hostess for nothing, you know. You better be prepared, Sora. We're gonna drink the night away until one of us blacks out. I'm, looking forward to it. We better have that at the end of the game, or else was playing this worth it at all? Ray told us a lot of shocking things, but it's not the end. It doesn't change what we need to do. All we have to do is work together, then we can defeat Mikado. For the day where I go out drinking with Yuriko, I have to move forward. That is the only thing that is influencing me and motivating me, is like, we gotta go have that girls' night with Yuriko. Should we get going? Yeah, we need to investigate every nook and cranny of the clues Mikado left behind. From what we learned from Ray, it'd be best to talk to Tsurugi and Syobai for now. Yeah, Ray was only just told it herself. They definitely know more than we do at the moment. We still have time. Let's get moving. Iroha, what are you doing just standing here? Oh, Yuriko and Sora. Are you really drawing right now? Why are you doodling at a time like this? We're supposed to be investigating, you know? Don't talk to me. What? Why? I'm drawing my final piece. I want to concentrate. What are you saying? Final piece? Don't be stupid. You're just running away, you coward. I'm running away? Wow, she's got quite a different look to her, doesn't she? We're all going to die anyway. It doesn't matter. Iroha, we have no chance of beating Mikado. I'm prepared to give up everything and create one last masterpiece of my life before we turn to dust. Yuriko? Ow. I just imagine Yuriko as, like, or not a psychologist, she's a counselor. I just imagine her, like, just smacking her clients around. Ow, ow. Like, she's so violent. But I love her. That hurt. Why do you always abuse me? You want to know why? Because you're just giving up. Stop saying such idiotic things and do some investigating. I wonder. Yuriko, do you have any clues on how to beat Mikado? No, but we'll never know it's possible unless we try. It's impossible. Syobai told me. How can some dumb humans beat an artificial intelligence like that? And much less when we're in a world where it has complete control. That's really what Syobai said? Why do things like this always happen to me? Everything I try to do ends up wrong. I just wanted to live a normal life, have friends. Iroha, calm down. The class trial hasn't even started yet. I know it's not going to be easy, but we can beat Mikado. We just need to work together. It's possible. Stop pretending to be some manga protagonist. This isn't fiction. We can't do this. Even if we manage to defeat Mikado and escape here safely, the Kisaragi Foundation will just arrest me. Even if we survive, I'll just spend the rest of my life in jail. Mom, Dad, I was wrong. I'll go back to painting. I'm sorry. We're leaving, Sora. Why? There's nothing more we can do. I have nothing to say to somebody who's this desperate. That is just pathetic. But, okay, we'll leave you alone. Continue your drawing. Just know, it's never too late. Don't cry and give up. We're all in this together. Who knows, maybe Iroha will surprise us at the final trial and just pull out, like, some big brain thing and save us. She's gonna stay pathetic until the end. Sora, let's ignore her and keep on investigating. Yeah. Didn't Iroha say Syobai told her it's impossible? Do you think Syobai told Iroha about Mikado's identity? Syobai? I don't think he's someone to give out information so easily. Well, Ray told us, so it is possible she did the same to Iroha. Yeah, but... Well, let's just find Syobai and ask him ourselves. I don't really want to talk to him, but I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. It feels like it's been a while since I've talked to you, Syobai. Syobai, we've been looking for you. What do you want? Now, I know why you're dressed like that. I honestly didn't like you from the beginning. I didn't think it was possible to be more disgusted by the sight of you than I already was, but here we are. So, you gonna tell me what you want? We've heard everything, including what you did. All of this is your fault. You dug your own grave. Syobai, I'd like to hear it come from your mouth. You assisted with Mikado's plan, but at the same time, you were working as a double agent for the Kisaragi Foundation. Is that true? Who told you? I didn't think the director wanted to talk to you lot. Oh, Ray Makaru. That explains it. Why? Someone like you. Why? Of course, it's just for money. The world has changed since the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. My main clients were ones caught up in the tragedy, or people who ended up in hiding. What's even more annoying is that there wasn't much work because of the restoration process, and the battle against despair. With a lack of work like that, Mikado Sanoji's deal seemed like a rain in a drought. Why would I decline an offer like that? Even if your employer is an AI? You weren't even hired by the real Mikado. He was that guy's alter ego. We already know everything. Because he was an alter ego, he became more reliable as an income source. What? I'm no psychologist, but trust me on this. Humans are the most unreliable creatures on the planet. On the other hand, an AI with a clear sense of purpose is a perfect business partner. Also, the price was paid in advance as a single payment. How does an alter ego pay you? Hell if I know, probably stole the money from someone's account and deposited it in mine. I don't give a shit. That's all. Shut up and leave me alone. I have nothing I want to talk to you with. I have nothing I want to talk about with you all. I feel like a dog right now. Did you talk to Iroha? Iroha said you told her something. Don't discriminate. That girl really is a loudmouth. Doesn't she know what confidential information is? That stupid girl. Bought information using standard procedure and paid up. I ain't giving that information for free, you know? We'll pay too. How much are we talking? What's with that look? If Iroha can buy the information, why can't we? Alright, you can buy my services. It's not like there's anything else to do. So, what do you want to know from trash like me? I don't want to chat. This is about the investigation. Tell us everything you've investigated so far. It's useless info anyway. Just so you're aware, it doesn't matter what I tell you. It's impossible to beat Mikado Sonoji. How can you be so sure? It's just how it is. There's no way to beat him from inside of the virtual world. That's why I intervened from the outside. I didn't know shit would end up like this. We won't know until we try. Alright, if you have something to say, make it quick. There's a lot you want to ask me, right? There's something I want to know first. Your principle is clearly, don't reveal any information or transaction details to anyone, right? You're a criminal, but you still have some sort of honor code. So, why did you make a contract with Tsurugi and Mikado at the same time? So, when Tsurugi said, or Rei said that Tsurugi was willing to offer something to Syobai that Mikado couldn't, I'm wondering if maybe Syobai actually does have maybe a loved one or something, and maybe it was like information about what happened to them, or something, like something that's not just money. That's right, even during the class trial, you tried to hide the deal you made with Emma. You're right, I do have what you would call a set of beliefs I follow. I'm not sure if it's because I broke that rule, that all this shit's happening. But I had my reasons. I didn't just mindlessly take the money. Of course the cash was huge, but if you analyze the situation carefully, staying with the Foundation was more beneficial in the long run. Mikado Sonoji, something has changed since I first met him, but I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I've been doing this line of work for years, and my instincts have been telling me something was wrong. That's why I betrayed Mikado. Isn't that the opposite of what you just said? I thought an alter ego would be more reliable than a human. I thought that too at first, but as the deal went on, the more something seemed weird. It felt much different from simply being betrayed. It was like an unknown anxiety I felt around Mikado. Come to think of it, doesn't that mean you're in danger too? I thought he was the type of person to kill everybody who betrayed him. I've already told you, no matter what we do, it's impossible to beat him. He knows I've betrayed him, but he doesn't care. Killing me is just trivial to him. Syobai, it's quite unusual coming from someone like you. You usually always found a way. The problem is us. We're just human. We can't win, as long as we're limited by that fact. If that's true, then why did you betray him? If you didn't think you could beat him, you shouldn't have betrayed him in the first place. After I vanished, didn't you suddenly get disconnected from the virtual world? Why are you bringing that up? It wasn't supposed to happen. It was an error, hostess. It's been a while since I was a hostess, you know? Is that why the execution was interrupted? No, that was just a side effect of the reboot. Did any of you feel less energetic than before? When I was about to enter the trial grounds, I lost consciousness. That's because I was shutting down the virtual world from the outside. That's why I betrayed Mikado. This is the only way you can defeat an alter ego, shutting him down. No matter how smart an alter ego is, it's just a computer program in the end. You can just turn that shit off. Does an alter ego die when you shut the device it's connected to off? Death isn't exactly a thing for an alter ego, but if there's no power supply, they can't operate. They'll just freeze forever until what they're connected to is turned back on. But that didn't happen. Mikado came back and called us all here, right? If he couldn't turn himself back on, does that mean that somebody from the outside turned the machine back on? I got no... Maybe my alter ego... Maybe my body somehow got up and is helping from... I'm trying to think of who else would be in the outside world that would be able to, like, be able to help Mikado. I got no clue what happens. Who would do something like that? Hold on, I can assure you nobody turned it back on. The only ones that could have done it are the director, Rei, Makaru, and myself. We were the only ones in the room at the time. I didn't do it. I'm not that batshit crazy that I would mess with him again. So how did Mikado come back? No clue. If this shit hadn't happened, all of this would be over and I'd be cracking open a nice cold beer right now. Wait, that means you said no matter how strong an alter ego is, they couldn't prevent themselves from being turned off, right? Ignoring Mikado waking up from the equation shouldn't have been over regardless if he woke up or not? There's two problems with your idiotic statement. Number one, if we didn't come here, the door to the lab would remain locked forever. We'd be fucked. Did you even listen to what the hostess said? Mikado locked the door to the lab and locked us all in. The door was powered by electricity. We didn't have a choice since Mikado was in control of the facility. Wait, what are you talking about the facility for? What, didn't Rei and Makaru tell you both? The Neo World program is linked directly to the lab. Mikado Sonoji is the Neo World program itself, which is why he has control of the entire facility. You don't seriously think the Neo World program is all contained in some tiny little computer, do you? Wait, so Mikado is the Neo World program? Yeah, I was the one who installed Alter Ego Mikado into the Neo World program. It's been quite a while since I did it, so he's probably almost fully integrated with the Neo World program now. The lab, too. Secondly, there's a lot of security in the Neo World program. Mikado Sanoji and the Neo World program are now one and the same, so his security has increased significantly. In other words, the Neo World program will no longer shut down even if the outside power is cut completely. No way. How is that possible? It's just a machine. It can't run without power. It's not just some basic computer we're talking about. If you really want to stop the power supply to the Neo World program, you would have to blow the entire facility up. But even that wouldn't be enough. You would have to blow up the entire island to make sure all the wires were destroyed. Wait, we're on an island in the real world? It's not just some ordinary island. It's an exclusive one with only one facility on it, the lab. Wait, if there's so much security, how did you turn it off before? Even though Mikado came back somehow, didn't you already shut it down once already? You want to know what I used? A USB? It's a USB containing the administrator code for the Neo World program. There's an admin code. Using it gives you administrator privileges. With this, you would have the exact same power as Mikado. Really? How do you have that? Because I was the one who modified the Neo World program in the first place. No, it wasn't just the modification. I did everything, from stealing, to building the lab, to installing the software. What? Why are you so surprised? How else do you think an alter ego could do all that without a physical body? So you're responsible for everyone's deaths? Wait a minute, you did all that by yourself? You might not believe it, but it's true. Well, that's one question answered. Didn't you want to know how I turned it off? Oh, yeah. Using the admin code, I was able to modify the program. That's when I restarted the program. Doing that bypassed all the security Mikado worked on. When I got past his security, it was just a matter of a few clicks to turn it off. Simple, right? Couldn't you just do that now? If you have the same privileges as Mikado, we're saved. Are you joking? Of course he blocked my code. Why on earth would he let someone who betrayed him have a code like that? How powerful really is the admin code? Not exactly that powerful, about the equivalent of Mikado's, nothing more, nothing less. When I was in the real world, he took my permissions away. If my permissions were still here, I could have added some countermeasures right now. So that USB is basically useless. The USB itself is still pretty useful, however, we would need a new password to get the permissions back. Since the password has now been changed, it's going to be useless to us now. But if we manage to find the password, there's a chance we could win, right? If we just find the password, everything will be okay. Even if we don't know it, can't we just keep trying different passwords until we find the right one? You can't just guess a password that easily. It's got way too many characters. It's got the chance of a lottery. Either way, what we know now is Mikado's back, and it seems like even he doesn't know how it happened. You haven't even tried to find another solution? You've just been sat here in despair this whole time? It's because there isn't a way out of this. An alter ego will instantly improve its security flaws. There's nothing you can do against something like that. I spent years preparing for this. I knew what he could do, and everything still ended up going to shit. All my years of preparation, all for nothing. I guess my life was destined to be shit ever since I was born. Syobai. Even with saying something so depressing, Syobai kept his usual smirk. It was just as Yoriko said. Unlike the usual cocky Syobai we got before, he seemed deep in despair about the situation. To be honest, he seems like quite a pessimistic guy on the inside. Syobai was unusually talkative. His abnormal behavior might be because we're up against something that apparently can't be beat. Syobai, what are you going to do now? Both your business with Mikado and the Kisaragi Foundation really don't matter anymore. Now that you're a victim like us, you need to come up with some sort of plan. Well, it doesn't matter what I do. I'm going to find a way to get out of this situation fucking alive. I don't give a shit what you lot do. Don't be stupid. This whole situation is your fault anyway. Take some responsibility. Don't hold me accountable for this. Nothing else to say? I'm leaving. Wait. Wait, I want to ask something. Syobai, I have something to ask. Mikado. You, what do you want? Now that I think about it, it was you who worked with Nikkei to create the Tower of Babel, right? Oh, what? You worked with Nikkei too? Just how many people did you work with? Well, it would only be possible for you to do such a feat. Our idiotic void friends couldn't do something like that by themselves. The helpless Nikkei, he must have saved a lot of money to be able to afford Syobai services. What are you doing here? Finally come to punish the traitor, huh? No way, don't be so down. You're my precious partner after all. Don't be so scared, I won't hurt you. What do you want from me? What are you after? Even if Utsuro gets resurrected, you'll still be stuck in the virtual world. Hoo-hoo, Syobai, you should already know. The plan I gave you, it's the true ending I listed. The true ending? How about it, Syobai? I have a proposition for you. Would you like to work at my side again? What? I already betrayed you once before. Why would you want to work with someone like me again? That's true, but all humans lie and betray. I, however, no longer care about that. Of course, you'll be paid in full. I still need you for something. Oh no, so maybe we will be going up against Syobai. Syobai, don't listen to him. It's a trap. I'll pay you double the amount the Kizaraki Foundation is offering you. It's the same situation as before, no? You joined the Kizaraki Foundation because there was more benefit for you. Now the tables have turned, and it would be more beneficial to join me, wouldn't it? That was also when you did not know my updated plan. I'm sure that you'd see the benefits if you heard what it entails. Alright, you got my attention. It's not like I can do anything to stop you anyway. Syobai, no. It's no use, Sora. He's not on anybody's side. Shiobai's mind is swayed only through the power of money. Be like, maybe if you saved up enough of your coins during the game, maybe you'd be able to buy him back. If you wish to change Shiobai's mind, you'll have to offer him something more. You're a disgrace. Now, how about we talk in private? Good luck with the investigation, Sora. Yuriko, the final class trial is approaching soon. They left. Will everything be okay? Do you think Syobai will side with Mikado again? He didn't actually agree to it yet. I'm not sure. Like Mikado said, Syobai isn't on anybody's side. Ever since the beginning, he was always our enemy. The only thing I know for sure is, if Syobai joins with Mikado, we'll have another problem on our hands. I'm worried what Syobai and Mikado are talking about. There's still some things for us to investigate, but it looks like there's no way to beat Mikado. We should give up on it for now. What the heck is that? I recognize that scream. Iroha? What's going on? Can we still buy presents? It feels a little bit late to be doing that at this point in the game. What's going on, Iroha? Oh, it's you two. What are you doing? Playing on the slot machine? What happened to drawing your final piece? About that. Would you two like to play the slot machine? What? You want us to play? If you want to play, play alone. We're not just messing around like you. That's not what I meant. Something weird happened. Something weird? Iroha, did you get a jackpot? She must have kept... Oh, maybe she'll win a bunch of money and we can be like, Syobai, we'll pay you double what Mikado's gonna pay. She must have kept spinning until she got it. Probably been here since we last saw her. I haven't, I swear. Sora, turn the lever, trust me. You're acting really weird. Sora, just ignore this idiot. I turned the lever of the slot machine, just as Iroha said. The slot machine has been here ever since we first entered the Monocrow at the beginning of the killing game. Shortly after the machine stopped, I understood. I understood exactly what Iroha was talking about. Oh, it's always gonna hit. What? Sora, you got 777s? There we go, we'll just keep playing and just get a ton of money to pay for Syobai. I mean, money doesn't do much in the virtual world, but that is really impressive luck. It's not that. Sora, turn the lever again. I guess maybe it's my divine luck. Iroha has some, I have some, right? Sora, aren't we just wasting time here? Wait, Yuriko, something is off. What? All 7s again? Is the machine broken or something? No, it's not that. It's not the slot machine. No matter what you do in this room, you'll always get the best possible result. The probability doesn't make sense at all. What does this... Wait, I'm gonna check something out. Shit, maybe I should have used the Monocrow, the present thing, because maybe I would have got all the best presents. Because of Iroha's words, we decided to try out the other games in the room, and the results were outstanding. What is this? We've tried card games, dice, darts, all the results we've gotten were ridiculous. Why aren't we so lucky? I don't even know how to play pool. The balls go in the holes even if I hit them randomly. Is this just an anomaly caused by the restart of the virtual world? Like how Mikado can use magic? Iroha, do you know why this is happening? I don't have a clue. Huh? This is the power of divine luck. Ah, he's here! What's with that face? It looks like you've seen a monster. That hurts a lot, you know? It's your face. Your face is taunting me. Mikado. What are you doing here? What have you done with Syobai? My deal with Syobai is sure to go smoothly. Well, I don't have to tell you anything. You'll find out the outcome of it sooner or later. The power of divine luck. What does that mean? The entire game room has been changed to give you some clues about divine luck. This is an artificial simulation space of divine luck. In other words, you could call this the divine luck experience. The divine luck experience? Now that everyone knows Void's plan to revive Utsuro so his divine luck will come back, this is the rest of my plan. To create an artificial space of divine luck within my program. Even though it's artificial, it seems real, right? This can be accomplished by extracting Utsuro's legacy from Yuki's brain. Oh yeah, that's right, Yuki. Haha. What have you done to Yuki? I didn't do anything. Yuki himself is turning into Master Utsuro. In order for me to complete the transformation from Yuki to Utsuro, I need to create a similar experience to the last time it happened. If Yuki becomes a vessel for this artificial divine luck, I'll be able to merge it with his body and Utsuro will be resurrected. Mikado, did you create divine luck? I'm not sure how I did it, but I must have been very lucky. During my first attempt, the power was significantly weaker. The fact the artificial divine luck is so powerful means the resurrection of Master Utsuro is drawing near. Oh, watch this! No matter how I shuffle the cards, I always end up with a royal flush. This is ridiculous. This isn't luck, it's a big scam you made by manipulating a virtual world. You're just trying to confuse us. I'm not denying anything. However, it's still a game of probability, even if it only applies in the virtual world. But if we put that power inside of Yuki's body, Utsuro would be resurrected. And using the personality override feature of the Neo World program, Master Utsuro will rise from the grave. This will no longer be a game of chance. It will be the birth of the true wielder of divine luck, the one who controls reality. That's just sophistry. No matter how much you try, it's impossible to recreate divine luck. 57280773321708725191642 times. What? That is the exact number of times I've simulated this before. Wait, that's over 10 by 20. Is that big? I've never heard of a number that high before. This is the result of reaching about 57 hundredths of that, like times of that amount. That explains why it's possible. It's just a ridiculous number. Maybe for a mere human, but not for someone like me. I think it's a rather small number. I was prepared to go up at least 10. I don't know what that's called when it's like the 10 and it's got like the little up arrow, 52. This was the purpose of my creation. Even if it took me an eternity, I would find the answer eventually. All the time has not been spent in vain. This is the final stage of the plan. The divine luck is already affecting reality, is it not? How else do you think I was able to wake up again? Honestly, Shiobai's betrayal wasn't even considered in my plan. I felt some slight despair when the program was shut down, but nevertheless I woke up again. I thought to myself, this must be the power of divine luck. What else could it be? Oh, I understand now. So that's how it happened. To complete the plan, you needed Yuki's body to become Utsuro, and you'd have perfect form of divine luck. Is that what brought us back to the virtual world? Woohoo! It felt good to wake up, but the plan was still a failure. I'll tell you the reason I brought you all here, and why I'm holding a class trial to finish the plan, at the trial. So you may continue to investigate. You can also keep trying out the divine luck in this room if you wish. Isn't divine luck an amazing experience? Well, it's not quite finished. You can still use it for the games here. Everything is going the way I wanted to. Isn't life so great? Is that really true? Is divine luck really being revived again? Do you truly believe I'm only capable of deception? Isn't the fact I woke up again proof enough? So, oh no, it's like he's slowly like moving Iroha over to his side too. It isn't too late. There's hope. And I'll get it back too. Hey, Iroha. Oh, hoo-hoo, I'm not sure you deserve it. After all, you were against me just moments ago, correct? Oh, no, he is. He's, like, pulling everybody to his side. That's... Even though you betrayed me first, that's all in the past. I'm not gonna die, right? What's best for me is to hope divine luck gets revived. Yes, nobody has to die. The killing game is over now. You're right anyway. It's all in the past. They say yesterday's enemy is today's friend, after all. So shall we work together again? Yes, let's do it. I mean, I don't know how much help Iroha is going to be, honestly. I was lying. Who would want to work exactly with a worthless piece of trash like you? You're that idiotic that you would be absolutely no use to my plan. Do you understand? Don't worry, Iroha. I'll still spare your life. Isn't that what matters most? Even if you don't like it, the resurrection of divine luck has already been determined. I'll still allow you to have some brief exposure to it since I'm so generous. Until then, please enjoy the divine luck experience. Please don't sit around and do nothing. I love it. It's just like, she's so trash. She's like, I don't even care about having you on my side. You're worthless. Wait, Mikado. Iroha, you... I can explain. You must have some guts to announce you're betraying us right in front of our faces. I'm sorry. Come back here. Say it to my face. Calm down, Yuriko. Iroha's already given up. This is just too much. I don't care what he does. I just don't want him to hurt us. Sora, what do you make of Mikado's words? About the resurrection of divine luck? What he said might be true. Neither Rei or Syobai could figure out how Mikado managed to come back. The power to make such an explainable phenomenon happen at will? Is that what divine luck is? I don't understand. The true divine luck would return by putting artificial luck inside of Yuki's body. Divine luck? The true divine luck. Yuriko, it's not just the divine luck that matters. I'm not sure why, but Yuki is turning into Utsuro. There's no way around it, and if that happens, Yuki's personality could disappear forever. The eternal rest of Utsuro is the freedom of Yuki. That's why we have to stop Mikado. That's right, and we all have to get out of here alive, but our priority is the one who's most at risk here, Yuki. His life was ruined by Utsuro. As someone who was at Master Utsuro's side for a lifetime, I must help Yuki to atone for my sins. The only way to do that is to stop Mikado's plan, no matter what. We have to stop him. Oh, I don't think we've ever been able to go in this room, have we? I remember this. I forgot about this door. It's always been locked ever since we got here. It was always locked, wasn't it? I think it had a password on it. A password? Wait, it's already unlocked. Do you think Mikado opened it for the investigation? It's the first time we've ever entered this room. I don't know what could be waiting for us inside. Let's be careful. I wonder if this is like the surveillance room. Because occasionally you would see, I think Mikado, like, he would be in a room where he'd be, like, looking over, like, screens and stuff. I could be mistaken about that. Ah, there it is. Yep, that's the surveillance room. This is... As we entered the locked room, it felt like we entered some kind of control room. There were monitors everywhere displaying what looked like security footage around the Monocrows. Below it, there were numerous buttons of unknown use. Also, considering it's been locked up until now, it must have been used for... Welcome to my room! Ah! Monocrow. Also known as the control room, this room is used to control the entire killing game. Wait, we saw you die. Dead? Me? I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm still alive. What are you talking about? You helped us and then got impaled by Mikado's flame spear. Help? You? When did that happen? Sorry, that's impossible. I was built only to serve Mikado. I hold no ill will towards you all. And he got shut down? What? Monocrow's gone. Woohoo, were you surprised? I can't believe the look on your faces. Truly perfection. You again. You've already appeared enough times already. I didn't think it was possible to be more sick of someone. Since our dear Monocrow is gone, I should be the one to come and explain everything to you. I basically created a new Monocrow based on backup data of it that I have. As you can see, it doesn't share memories after a reboot. There were some contradictions in his memory, so I decided it wasn't worth the effort, and I got rid of him again. You just got rid of him? You kill when you want, save when you want. Is that the message you were trying to send? Sora, Monocrow is just a program. For him, the concept of living and dying doesn't exist. But just as Monocrow said, this is the control room. To be honest, this room is basically useless. Excuse me? Monocrow can see everything that happens on the entire island without having to look at these screens. Somebody with a student role could not enter this room until now. I wish I could tell you more, but this room really is useless. Well then, do whatever you'd like. There could be some important clues hidden around. That's a very vague explanation. Before he disappeared, Monocrow said this place controlled the killing game. What exactly does it do? If it really was useless, you wouldn't have built a room like this. Well, I guess you could say it was used to record videos of what's happening over the last few days. The screens in the control room have a function to record everything that happened in Utsuroshima with the cameras. Now that the killing game is over, it's a useless feature. If I needed it, I wouldn't have burned it to a crisp along with the Monocrows. In the end, the situation ended up like this, and now the control room has an unexpected use. To put it simply, the control room has some clues. I'm going to leave this place. Please investigate at your own discretion. Every time that idiot shows up, he acts more and more insane. What's the point of messing with the dead, just to mock us? I'm sorry, Monocrow. Yuriko. Mikado said Monocrow's just a program. Monocrow did say it himself as well, and he told us not to sympathize with him, but I still feel bad for him. He was just used. Originally, he was a program made to help people, and he got turned into a monster. It's okay, Yuriko. The Kisaragi Foundation has the backup data of Alter Ego, don't they? Monocrow said it was created by Kogren Corporation, right? If we speak to someone who works there, maybe we can see him again, because a program doesn't have a concept of life and death. Yeah, you're right. We'll invite Monocrow to our girls' night. Mikado said this room has recorded records of everything that's happened on the Utsuroshima Islands, right? Oh, that's right. Maybe we could look at things that weren't there to see ourselves? I think so. Mikado said it's useless, but still, there must be something useful to investigate around here. There were dozens of monitors lined up on the wall. You can see the entire interior of the Monocrows from here. Some screens were empty, but I assumed that they were from the island's cameras that aren't active anymore. Mikado was monitoring us from here. No, I think it was used for something else. Huh? Why? Mikado said this control room was to be used by Monocrow. If he was watching everything from here, he'd have known about Nikkei's betrayal and about the Tower of Babel. He didn't know about those things until much later. Well, that makes sense. If he was watching everything from this room, he would have known about all that. It's still possible, but unlikely he actually used it. But I've always felt Mikado had a particular set of principles from the beginning. He was always insistent he was just another student like us, that we had equal roles to each other. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if Mikado actually used this room or not. Oh, over here, Sora. I think I can work the screens using this control panel. It's a folder. Saved videos? Yuriko, we should check these one by one. Searching them all seems a bit excessive. There's well over 1,000 files on this thing. We should pick the ones that look important first. It looks like they're also organized by the time they were recorded. I think we could use this to find the important ones. Could you do it? I'm not really good at using machines. Sure, I don't mind. Just wait a minute, and let's start the video. Yuriko messed with the control panel several times. Is this the Monocrow's gym? Yuki, go further down. Ah, I can't. You've done 3. You're almost there. You can do it. Ah! Yes, the final push. You can do it, Yuki. Was that Yuki and Shinji training together? I think that was the wrong video. Let's try again. How do you use this thing? I thought it'd be similar to the CCTV cameras, but... Ah, great combo! No, this won't do. I gotta try something else. Brilliant combo. Is this just videos? Did they just save videos of men working out? Is there something to this? There's some weird, like, fetish that whoever was saving these videos has. I did it. My special move is finally complete. Or not, okay. Sis, my knees are hurting. Bleh. Sis, are you sleeping? Drool. Hibiki, beautiful. You're so beautiful. Hibiki, Hibiki. My precious Hibiki. Wow, that's some strange recordings. Yuriko, you're supposed to be selecting the important ones. I'm not doing it on purpose, I'm just scrolling through them. We're at Iroha's karaoke on the third island, so we must be close to something important. Yes. Oh, Setsuka! There was a very, like... They kind of touched on it with Setsuka working with, I can't remember who she was working with. But with Nikkei, I believe? Yes, this is definitely something important. About what you said. I'll try my best to find it. Just be careful that nobody finds out you're a void. What? Yuriko, it's Setsuka. Yeah, it's definitely her. Yeah, I'll be cautious. I'm planning on relying solely on the power of your eyes here. Or your eye. Remember to be careful. We need to keep this a secret. Don't worry, I've got this. Just believe in your big sis. Oh, I miss Setsuka. Setsuka and Nikkei. When did this conversation happen? Why couldn't we have Setsuka instead of frickin' Iroha for the final bit? It looks like it happened around the time the Monocrow was sailing towards the third island from the second. I don't think there's that big of a time difference from when these conversations happened. Yuriko, can we track what these two had been up to? Maybe we can see what Setsuka did. I'll try to find more. We can also find out more about the note Setsuka left for Nikkei. If we get a good angle, we might be able to read a bit of what it says. Alright, I'm gonna play the video now. It's your turn, Setsuka. Oh, already? That's fast. Got any clues? Well, I know one thing for sure. Mikado's hiding something in that room. It's got to be important. It's the same as last time. Mikado always enters that room right after a class trial ends. Damn, we have to find a way to get in there. I'm just wondering, if you manage to get into that room, what exactly do you plan on looking for? Well, I'm not sure yet. However, Mikado clearly has something to hide inside of that control room. The fact he enters it after a trial proves that. But you're the only one who could search for clues in such a short time without arousing suspicion. I know it's dangerous, but I can't do this without you. Hey, straighten up that face of yours, Kay. You're ruining that handsome face of yours. What are you talking about? When I first saw you, Kay, I thought you were a girl, you know? Your skincare's amazing. Please tell Big Sis your secret. Hey, now's not the time to be joking around. Take this seriously. You're risking your life, you know? I know. That's why I have to joke around. Thank you for trusting me, Nikkei. Is it too much to be able to tell the others? We can't. The more people know, the higher the risk we get caught. You don't know how cruel Mikado can be. Nikkei, I'm not trying to sympathize with you since you're a void. But don't try to put the burden all on yourself. This older sis knows how hard you've been working. Sometimes it's not so bad to lean on others. Don't worry, you're the only one who knows my true nature. This is just a work relationship anyway. What are you doing? Stop playing with my hair. I'm sorry, you're just like a cute kitty covered in soft fur and I couldn't help myself. Stop messing around, it's annoying. Just go ahead and get some rest. It's almost time for you to go. Alright. Take care, Kay. Yuriko. Huh? Yeah? Did you save such a sweet video for the end? No, I didn't do that. Besides, we didn't find any clues. I'll try to skip past all the useless scenes. It'll take just a little play. Is he gone? And no one else is here. 0430. That's it. Oh, so I bet that's what was on the note, maybe, is the password? Or what she found in that room? It's open. Kay said he only needed the password. I don't know when Mikado will be distracted again. I've got to take a look now. That's interesting. It was just pure happenstance that she was killed. Not from, like, Mikado or a void trying to stop her, but just because, you know, Kanade just decided to kill her. Setsuka had the password for this room, but more importantly, what did Setsuka find out inside? Should we start the next video? Wait, the next one is... This is the last video. What? That can't be. There's got to be more. The rest of the videos are just of the other islands and the Monocrow. There's no cameras in this room, remember? So that's probably why there's no videos of it. Oh, right. I thought this time we would finally find out what Setsuka found. We failed again. Yuriko desperately searched for the next video, but the only one she could find was from when she left the room. There was no video of her actually in this room. Oh, what are you all looking at? I'm tired of you popping up everywhere when we try to investigate. Fuck off! It's useless to search for what Setsuko discovered. It's useless? What do you mean? It really isn't worth the time, or worth you knowing at all. You already know everything Setsuko discovered about me. What? Why is that surprising? You're almost at the end of your investigation, and I've given you all the clues already. If Setsuko wasn't killed by Kanade, and instead directly told you the information, it might have been useful, but now, everything is over, and there's nothing you can do. No way. You've got to be lying. Huh? If the information that Setsuko's found really was useless, then why did you delete the note she wrote? The note? Monocrow said the backup date of Setsuko's note was deleted. That's right. Mikado, you're the only one who could do that apart from Monocrow himself. Am I wrong? Well, I admit I was the one who deleted it, but I can assure you the information written on that note is useless now. There was something written you definitely should not know on that note. Something we shouldn't know? Yes, the purpose of my entire being, the root of my existence that humans could not comprehend. My basic algorithm. What are you talking about? It's nothing. I don't care how much you search in here anyway, because the contents of that note are nowhere to be found in here, and isn't recorded anywhere at all. It's as Yuriko said, there are no cameras in the control room, and Setsuko died before she could reveal the contents. The only two people that will ever know the contents are Setsuko herself and Kanade. If you want somebody to blame, blame Setsuko for not telling you the information more quickly. I can't. Anyway, that's only a part of my purpose. It isn't really something you need to look into currently. The reason I unlocked the control room wasn't for you to search for something like that. In fact, it was for you to see this. Hello, I brought you some rice again this time. How are you feeling, my good friend, Teruya? Okay, we're finally getting into what happened here before Teruya died. What is this? Do you not remember? I said in this class trial would also discuss Teruya's case. This video was recorded a few days ago, just before his murder in Higa City. Look closer at my conversation with Teruya in this video, and maybe you'll find some clues you didn't before. Have a good look. The final class trial is drawing near. Man, this has been a really long investigation, but guess it makes sense. It is the final one. Sora? All the information that Setsuko discovered is useless? Do you really think that's true? It might not have been in vain. Despite what Mikado said, Nikkei's betrayal, my memories of Akane Taira returning, my contact with the Kizaragi Foundation, without what Setsuko did, none of that would have ever happened. Finding what Setsuko found out is important, but I'm sure it will overlap with what we already know. And will we even need to figure it out for the trial? From what we've been told, it's impossible to know what the note said for now. Yeah, I think it'd be better to give up on that for now and focus on what happened to Teruya. Yuriko, before that, is there a video from when we first arrived at the 5th island? The morning after we arrived, I had a brief conversation with Teruya. When we were talking, I heard a weird sound from the other side of the door. When I opened it, he vanished. I want to check it from there first. The day after we reached the 5th island. You were staying in a hotel on the west side of the city, right? Sora, I told you before, remember? That I'd protect you all no matter what. Teruya? That's it. Watch, shortly after I open the door, Teruya disappears. This is my final promise. I still don't understand everything, but I must do my duty as a member of the Kizaragi Foundation, even if that means the end of me. Teruya. He disappeared? But how? I opened the door right away. What? He just disappeared. Wait, this is what happened when Syobai disappeared. Oh wait, does that mean that he got kicked out? Huh. Because when that happened with him, it's because like he basically booted out of the program into the real world. But that's not what happened to Teruya because he's dead. Syobai? It's the same thing Ray did. Syobai said that he disconnected from the virtual world using his admin power. I mean, Teruya would have admin powers, right? Maybe I'm coping. That maybe somehow Teruya's alive, even though Ray said that he's dead. Back then it happened right in front of my eyes. He just disappeared. Wait, so did Teruya leave the virtual world? I mean, he did get his code, right? That was the stuff, the information that was given to him was like his his, like, some sort of the password code that's in our handbook. No, that couldn't have happened. Teruya's body was found a few days after, yeah. Maybe the body of Teruya we saw was just his avatar, like his empty shell. That's what Ray said. It's a side effect of using the emergency code to escape from the virtual world. However, Ray said the emergency escape code can only be used once. If we assume Teruya used the escape code, it would mean he's still alive, but from Ray's reaction, I think he's dead for real. Then what happened in this video makes no sense. It doesn't make sense if he disappeared like Syobai, unless Teruya was an administrator too. Syobai was Mikado's contributor, so he had the administrator code. It could be possible Syobai gave the code to Teruya at some point, since he was working for the Foundation too. I'll look for the next video. If he didn't end up in the real world, we should find out what actually happened in the next video. The video that Mikado showed us was in the east warehouse of the Twin Towers, exactly where Teruya's body was discovered. Yeah, I'll load it up now. Maybe Teruya somehow is still alive? What? Where am I? I'm pretty sure I logged out. But then he got brought back in. Pleasure to see you again, Teruya. Mikado Sonoji. You arriving here means you've unlocked your that's it, the reset code. That's what I was thinking of. And after all that, you still fell into my trap. Damn you. It's still too early for you to die, even though you're already dead. There's a possibility it would complicate things further if you actually die. Wait, he's already dead? I decide when you die. What is this? Why have you tied me up? I must keep you quiet in here for now. Don't worry too much. I brought you some food. Do you really think I'll eat this damn rice you've given me? Release me now. Remember, my cooking is amazing. Shut your damn mouth. This isn't the time for that. I should be in the real world with Ray. Then we have a problem. If you disappeared from the virtual world, my firewall would disappear too. Huh? Teruya, when you flew off and lost consciousness on the first island, you might now know this since you were unconscious, but I modified your data a bit. My data? To put it simply, congratulations, you are now the world's first human firewall to block access to the real world. As long as you're inside the virtual world, nobody else will have access to it from the real world. Oh, okay, it's impossible to leave or to enter as long as you exist. But then Syobai had the administer code, so he could leave. So it's impossible to leave or enter as long as you exist. So I guess the fact that we were able to be kicked out of the world, does that mean that he's dead for real? I don't know. This is a lot to take in. Of course, in addition to yourself, there are multiple other security measures to prevent contact with the real world. When the Kisaragi Foundation finally decides to take action, all that security will be broken eventually. However, using a live security device made using your biometric data for its code means it cannot be solved using usual means. How ironic. You're in a situation where everyone's rescue is impossible because of you. It's all your fault. Don't bullshit me. I know you're lying. If I'm lying, why did you end up here instead of disconnecting from the virtual world like planned? If I'm lying, why isn't the Kisaragi Foundation here after such a long time? You don't even know yourself. Just how stupid are you? In any case, Teruya, you're the insurance of my plan. You must remain alive for the moment. Either way, I can't let you go to the real world. You didn't have to be imprisoned, but I can't let you tell everybody that you have your memories back. Please, stay quiet, calm, and enjoy your time here. Damn you, you're a damn lunatic. Come here, Iroha. You haven't eaten yet, so I'll leave the food here. I'll even free one of your hands so you can enjoy your meal. Things would be difficult if my firewall died due to hunger. Here you go, Teruya. You don't need to worry about the outside world. The plan is almost over. All you have to do is stay here like a good little firewall. You'll excuse us. Come on, Iroha. Wait, Mikado Sonoji, you damn it. Ah! And then he ended up dying anyway. So, if you want to keep him alive, why would he poison his food? What are they talking about? Firewalls? It looks like Teruya tried to go to the real world around the same time Syobai was talking to me. I don't know how he knew how to log out. Seems there was already a trap set for him. Teruya fell right into Mikado's hands. He caught and was trapped instantly. So Teruya's entire existence blocked contact with the outside world. Is that why the Kisaragi Foundation didn't come to help us? Don't forget, the flow of time is different between the virtual world and the real world, like Ray said. I see. So, as soon as Teruya died, we were able to go out to the real world. Now that we know this, what do we do now? Should we just keep watching? I think so. Hello, I brought you some rice again. How are you feeling, my good friend, Teruya? Oh no, you haven't eaten. You really want to die, huh? You know if you die here, you'll die in the real world too, right? At least have some water. Get lost. Well, do as you wish. I'm not hungry either. Iroha, I'm leaving. Throw yesterday's food away or do whatever you want with it. I'm not too bothered. Hi. I'll put today's food here. Iroha. I'm not surprised, but are you really the last void? Whoa, why are you talking to me? Is Mikado trying to kill me? No. Even a fool like me can tell. Mikado said if I die, things would be difficult for him. He's expecting I would do something like this after hearing that. It's all another lie. Yeah, he wants me to refuse to eat and starve myself to death. I don't know anything, la la. Or is it reverse psychology? If me dying would really cause such a problem, why aren't you forcing me to eat? Why are you just standing there watching me starve? That's the problem. I'm refusing to eat and you're both acting like it's according to plan. And that's weird. If he wanted to kill you, he could do it any time. And if he wanted to starve you, he wouldn't bring you meals like this. I think the meals are insurance. You've poisoned the food, haven't you? Oh, so he knew. Oh, of course not. Poison? You're overthinking. It's just rice. Delicious rice. If I'm weak in spirit, I'll succumb to hunger and eat the food. And if I do that, I'll die from the poison anyway. It doesn't matter if I starve or be poisoned. Either way, it's definitely a trap to kill me. It's only natural when you think about it. If I'm alive, then nobody can go back to the real world. So what would you both do when this is all over if you can't leave? In the end, that bastard would end up killing me one day. And he's trying to hide it by bringing me food. The bastard, he said I'm already dead, and he decides when I die. I know what that means. He's going to kill me, but it's not time yet. He's trying to predict when I'll die by manipulating my actions. I have no clue. But what if Mikado made a mistake in his plan? What if he isn't as smart as he thought? For example, if I stay alive, nobody can get out and you can't contact the outside. What if you've only focused on your front and not your back, and I eat the rice? Huh? Teruya, you wouldn't. I bet it's really delicious. Bon appetit. So they weren't expecting him to eat the food at that moment? What are you doing? Why are you surprised? You brought it for me to eat. It's kind of awkward to eat with one hand, but delicious. I did, but Iroha, why did you bring me this? I don't know. You're a terrible liar, but I'm the same. I don't even know if I did the right thing, but I think this is what Tsurugi would have done. If it was Rei, she would have been swearing at the food, right? Ha. Yeah, I should have done this in the ballroom. Looks like I've grown up a bit. I wonder if was that a reference to... Yeah, that's a reference to the first game, right? I don't know how much time I've given them by doing this, but... I hope I've helped them. It'd be great. I can't exactly remember what happened with that ballroom one. Because I think he was sneaking food, wasn't he? Like, they all agreed, like, they would only eat a certain amount of food, and then Teruya ended up taking more food. Because that was kind of a similar situation where they were, like, locked in the ballroom, and they were eventually going to starve to death unless somebody killed somebody. I'll leave it all to you. Rei, Tsurugi, please. This is too much. Teruya died to save us. He sacrificed himself. Teruya, in my memories as a Kanetaira, I remember him as a classmate. We might not have been that close, but I'm glad I had more time with him in Utsuroshima as Sora. In the end, he wasn't suspicious or a bad person. He promised he would protect us in the Tower of Babel. He really meant it. Teruya, why did you choose to die? Why did you need to sacrifice yourself? Was it worth anything in the end? His death has meaning. Teruya believed in his teammates until his last breath. Rei and Tsurugi have already helped us. He believed in them as he took his own life. The firewall disappeared sooner than Mikado expected. Because of that, the Foundation was able to act sooner. But in the end, they still ended up in Mikado's hands, and were forced into the virtual world. Teruya's sacrifice was in vain. I'm sorry, I'm just so worked up. It was in vain. Maybe you're right. Yeah? But we're the ones who can change that. It's not over yet. We're still fighting for him. Still fighting him until we lose. His death is not in vain. You're right. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to insult Teruya's sacrifice like that. When he lost his memories, I said a lot of harsh words to him. I'm so sorry. It's all Mikado's fault. The power of Utsuro, the cause of everything. It's all because of divine luck. We're gonna put an end to it all. As it should be. We'll return from the virtual world with a newfound hope. We'll end this terrible tragedy. Yeah, I'm okay now. Ironically, I feel more motivated to do this now, like the will of Teruya is with me. Do we still have time to investigate? The control room's sure to have some more clues, so let's get looking. What we know for sure is Setsuka investigated here and found a lot of information. Even if it's information we've already heard from Rei or Syobai, we might find something they missed. Yeah, what caught my attention is when Mikado said, what you shouldn't know. Does the fact Setsuka found it in here mean it could still be hidden somewhere in this room? I mean, considering Mikado ended up going as far as to delete the backup data of the note, I doubt it. Either way, we've already looked in all the other rooms. I think we should stay here for the remainder of our time and investigate every corner of this room. Wait, we still haven't talked to, Tsurugi, or, Kincho yet. The control room. It's not that spacious, but there is a lot of documents in here. I don't know if it's possible to check them all, but I'll try my best to look at as many as possible. The control panel can be used to change the screens to previously recorded videos. I've already looked at the important ones, so I should investigate something else. There's numerous folders, each filled with files. Most of the files were documents written in multiple foreign languages, or reports written in some programming language. Even in the midst of all these, there's still a few I was able to read. It's the profiles and the next generation symbols of hope. It's similar to what I saw when I was investigating with Monocrow, but it will be useful for those who weren't there for that. Yeah, it's just what I've read before. Still, it's good to be able to have a refresher on all this, especially all collected together like this. By reviewing the information I only heard in words before, I was once again convinced on the clues I got. I went through the documents for a few minutes, but there wasn't any new information as I'd hoped. Yoriko, any luck? Huh? Oh, Yoriko, what happened? You're so pale. Oh, shit. I had a look at the thick folder Yoriko was holding. It's a report containing a summary of the killing game of the 79th class. Sora, this is... The report contained a section on how the killing game started, all the murder cases, the class trials, and the culprit of them all. The details of the class trial. The black end of the killing game, the ending, everything is shown with detailed pictures. Memories. Memories that I'm still not sure are my own, but I still remember it all. The words in the report, the photos in the report, they all reveal the sins of my past. Ultimate lucky student, Yuki Maeda. Ultimate maid, Akane Taira. Those two from the 79th class, they were the masterminds behind Teruya's killing game. They're the Mikado Sonoji of our case. No, that's... I tried to refute the words of Yoriko, that we weren't like Mikado, but she might be right. Mikado is exactly like Akane Taira. They both masterminded a killing game and were responsible for the deaths of many innocent people. How can I argue I'm any different from Mikado? So that's it, Sora. That's what you did. It's why the Kisaragi Foundation despises you. I wanted to tell you myself, but I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. Sora, Sora has been exposed. Let's cancel her. Ah! Is that not what's happening here? The final class trial is near, but you're separated rather than unified. What a big development before the trial. You again. How many times are you going to show your ugly face here? I'm trying to have a serious talk with Sora here. You're mistaken. I'm not here to intervene with your conversation. I came here to make an announcement. An announcement? Since Monocrow is missing, I'll have to make the broadcast myself. Monocrow's announcement facilities are held in the control room. Didn't you see the microphone during your investigation? Oh, saying the class trial is about to start? Hello, testing, testing, can you hear me? The time has finally come. Everyone who's investigating or exchanging information, it is time for the final class trial. I never got to talk to Kinjo. I thought we were supposed to talk to him. The entrance to the trial grounds is located on the first floor of the Monocrow. Please don't be late. What do you all think of my Monocrow impression? Please, can you just go away for a moment? You don't seem to be in a good mood. But folks, put the past behind you. The class trial is about to begin. Please, focus on that for now. I know, just fuck off. I love her. Come on, Sora. What? What are you confused about? The class trial is about to start. Aren't you going? Yeah, I'm going, but Yuriko, I can tell you want to tell me something. I do, but it's not the time for that. What? But we've already talked about this. I don't care about what's already happened. The investigation's over. We need to head over to the Doomsday Room. I can't worry about all this now. But let's not do this now. We'll talk about this after it's all over. Of course, after we defeated that monster Mikado and are safe in the real world. Is Girls' Night still on, Yuriko? So we'll figure it out then, okay? Yuriko. What? Thank you. You've always been there for me. Sora, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not forgiving you. It's not that I'm even worried about you. I'm doing this for me. I guess I'm feeling selfish, but that's how I feel. What? No, forget about it. I'm sorry about that. That sounded weird. Let's go. We don't want to be late. Yeah. Hey, you, wait a minute. Huh? Syobai? You're working for Mikado. It's not like that. Business is business. You still have the money you collected during the game, right? Oh, shit. Literally? Is he gonna take all of my money? Do I have enough? Are you talking about the Crow cards? Yeah, them. If you're interested, I'm selling all my stock right now, at a special price. The final class trial is about to begin, and you're still trying to do business in a situation like this? There's still shit I gotta sell on. If you're interested, just talk to me. Before you start— Oh, this is amazing. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm glad that all of my money's not going to waste, because I haven't really been using it. I've just been basically buying presents. Before you start the final class trial, you can buy skills from your dead and alive classmates from Syobai. These skills can only be bought once. Also, you don't need to buy skills you already own. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I'm doing that. Okay, let's see what we've got here. So, rocket boost, zero gravity, bulk up, power punch. Oh, we got a lot here. I don't know. Do they tell me what they do? FTE choices. That's not really gonna help. Hangman's Gambit, no, because I can just take the picture, so I have like a really good cheat for that. Oh no, we don't care about the daily ones. We want the trial ones. Eliminates the penalty for retrying. Ooh, that might be a good one, because I'm bad at some of the games, so that might not be a bad one. Ooh, increases the max number of bullets to 9 and removes the reload delay in... Oh, that one there. The Terminate Talk one is... Yeah, I think that might be a good one to have, actually. So I'm going to take that one. I have so much money, so... Ooh, reduces input. Oh, the rebuttal showdowns. Absolutely. I'm terrible at the rebuttal showdowns. Highlights the key. No, the scrum debates I'm actually okay with. That one's... Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, these ones are worth a lot of money. Shit. Ooh. 100,000. Bluffing. Eliminates 2 of the incorrect truth bullets during non-stop debates. I mean, I wouldn't have had enough money for that anyway. During free time, you can buy the skills of dead students by speaking to Syobai. I mean, we're doing that right now. Displays a faint image of the correct answer in each panel of the closing arguments. Doubles the amount of, well, I mean, crow coins, does that really matter at this point? I might as well do the... Now, the problem with this, too, is I gotta be careful, because, like, you can only allot so many points for your skills anyway. I didn't even look at these ones. Doubles the damage inflicted during... Oh, that's a good one. Reduces reload cooldown during the terminate talk. Yep, gonna get that one for sure. Enables free movement during logic craft in class... Oh, enables free movement. Oh, the logic craft? That's the one with the spaceship. Oh, I'm gonna take that one. Okay, I'm pretty happy with all those. I think those are some good ones. You know what? I might as well spend my money. I'll take that one as well. Okay, yep, there we go. That was amazing. He got a lot of money out of me. I'm very thankful that the game did that for me. That just makes me nervous. I'm like, how hard is this final trial gonna be? This is the last time we have to do this. We've got to keep our spirits up somehow. Let's go. The entrance to the trial grounds. It's the last time I'll have to go through this door. Will Mikado win, or us? I guess we'll see the result. I think the others are already inside. I can't see anyone else around here. Sora, are you ready? Let's go, Yuriko. Yuriko and I nodded together. Slowly, I began to open the door to the trial grounds. Huh? Yuriko? Where are you? I can't see anything. What is this light? What? Somebody's calling to me. It's you. What are you trying to say? I can't hear you. Wait, don't go. You. Huh? I'm in the trial grounds? Oh, Sora! Yuriko! Do you remember anything? How did we get into the courtroom? Oh, you're both here. Iroha. Iroha, you sure have some guts trying to talk to us. Yuriko, wait a minute. Is that Yuki? In the center of the courtroom, where Monocrow was usually sat on a huge western chair, was Yuki, sitting silently with his head bowed. After all this time, we finally found him. His gaze was just the same as when we met him with Mikado in the Singularity. Yuki! Yuki, look at him. Is he still unconscious? Didn't Mikado move his consciousness somewhere else? Yeah. Help me! Someone, please. Someone help me. Yuki. Sora? You're here to save me. Hello, Yuki. You're looking awfully 2D today. What is this? Why are there two Yukis? Sora, what's happening? Who are these people? What happened to my body? Why is my body just lying there? Yuki, calm down. What is this, Yuki? Why do you look so digital? I don't know what happened. We lost the class trial, and during my execution, I lost consciousness. When I woke up, I was trapped in a strange place, and there was nothing around me. It was so scary. I didn't know how long I was going to be trapped there for. Yuki, wait. We'll get you out of here soon. It seems you're all here. Welcome, everyone, to the final class trial. Mikado. Mikado, explain yourself. What happened to Yuki's body? His body? Didn't I explain it to you all last time? I took Yuki's consciousness and put it elsewhere. Don't worry, although it seems strange, but he's perfectly safe, I can assure you. His brain is simply in another space. I'm not worried about that. I can't even move. Why is this happening to me? Why am I trapped here? That's because your body belongs to Master Utsuro. You were just borrowing it for a while. This is a virtual world. That body is just an avatar. Could you stop making such a fuss about it? This isn't funny. This is my body. What are you doing to my body? Give it back. I want my body back. Oh, don't worry. I'll return it to you. We made a deal after all. You said that when this was over, Utsuro would take over my body. Give my body back now. Get me out of here. Yuki, calm down. How do you expect me to calm down? That's my body. I can't calm down when somebody's trying to take my body from me. Do you know how it feels to see your own unconscious body? You don't know how weird this feels. Actually, she's like, I do, actually. I know exactly how it feels. What? I'm the same, Yuki. I know what it feels like more than anyone. Sora. Don't worry, Yuki. Everything's all happening in a virtual world. This isn't over yet. We can take it all back with our hands. But how? I don't have a body. I can't move, so how am I supposed to defeat Mikado like this? Don't give up. As long as we endure this to the end, we will find a way. No matter what happens. I'll save you, Yuki, and everyone else too. I promise. Bravo. What a touching speech from our dear Sora. I was wondering how to calm down Yuki when he was in such a panicked state, and you've done it for me. Thank you. Shut up. So, when are we starting? I'm bored. We can start immediately. Now everybody, go to your assigned stance, please. I'm so glad everybody made their own resolutions and gathered in the trial ground to defeat me. You've all investigated all you can, right? Let's start the final class trial. Wait, final class trial? Why is there another class trial? Did somebody die? Well, I'll give you a quick explanation of what we'll be discussing when the trial starts so you're not confused. What do we get for clearing the class trial? Do I get to live? Do I get my body back? What is it? Yuki, I understand you're confused, but try to calm down. If you're acting like this, we can't focus. We're here to save you. That's the goal of this class trial. I'm sorry, I didn't ask before, but who are you? What? Oh, this is the first time Yuki's seen Yoriko's real appearance. Huh? Yuriko? You're Yuriko? You look completely different. Well, I'm sorry I look so different. It's not really that important, but now you know who I am. It's okay, Yuki. I didn't recognize her either. You'll get used to it eventually. So we have Yuriko, Sora, Iroha, Mikado, Syobai, and are these two from the Kisaragi Foundation? Hey, when did the class trial turn into common chit-chat? Can we get started already? No need to rush, Syobai. We need to give Yuki time to fully understand the situation first. Think of this as a warm-up, since you won't have any time to relax when the trial starts. In that sense, everybody, please keep talking. Does anybody have anything to say? Yuki Maeda? Yeah? Are you from the Kisaragi Foundation? I apologize. This work has truly become deplorable. Please, accept my condolences. The Kisaragi Foundation will save you. Just be patient. That's all you have to say? A real professional. Do you really have nothing else to say? You truly are a different person, Mr. Kinjo. Shut up and start this shit. Okay. I will not drag this on for too long. Let's get started. Due to the absence of Monocrow, I will give the explanation myself. I hope you can all follow along. This is our final class trial. I don't know the real reason for this class trial, but Mikado still has something he wants to achieve. It's not just Yuki. We're all in danger by bringing Utsuro back to life. We have to stop it. So many people have died. Despite the various degrees of good and evil, all of them died because of Mikado Sanoji. If we let him get away with this, there will be more victims. They are why we have to put a stop to this. We can't save those who have fallen. The dead who have already left us can't return, but we can still save us survivors. Master Utsuro, if you were here, what would you do? Would you save Yuki, who you hurt so much? You who were indifferent to everything. Would you even do anything? As someone who has been saved by you, I think I might be going too far trying to speak for you, but I've still got to fight for the truth. I don't know what's going to happen to my body on the outside. I don't know what the future holds for us, and there's no guarantee we can even beat Mikado. However, I will still fight. Not as a Taira, not as Sora, but as the me who is standing here right now. Well, I was not expecting the investigation to take that long, so I'm glad that I made it a separate video from last week's. Holy cow, a lot of truth bullets, and that's not even including the stuff that we found beforehand when we were going around with Yuriko and Monocrow. So this is a lot of information that we have to make sense of and discover what Mikado's grand plan is. So the final class trial is going to be starting next week. I'm excited, but also sad that we are going to be ending this great game pretty soon. But I hope you guys are excited for it. So stay tuned next week for the final class trial of Super Danganronpa Another 2. And I will see you then. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Linz VA, Kenju Storm, iCognito, Kevlar, Lucas Gomes, Jesse Pelletier Lemire, and FFGEZYEYYZYHZEY5ZY.